Hi everyone, welcome to another home Vinyasa session. I'm Kate. This one today is for athletes, particularly all of my Cali guys, shout out. And my good friend Nell, who specially requested this one because she's got killer sore legs. So I feel you, girl. I went for a run yesterday. Everything hurts. This is my amazing partner Jen. They'll be helping me out today, and then obviously my manager Schmidt, who is currently sitting on my class plan, he will be helping today as well. All you're gonna need, yoga mat, grab out a block, grab out anything that's gonna help bring the ground to you if you're feeling a bit tight. Let's get started. Okay everyone, so we're going to start seated on our mats today. So we're going to get straight into it. We're not going to bother about any kind of like breathing and dropping in. This one, short, sharp, let's get it done. Let's get our stretch on. So if you see nice long-legged, bending right knee in to wrap the right foot around the back of your left hip. Take left foot, place it over the right knee. Beautiful. So we're a little crisscross pretzel. Today, stretching hands towards the sky. Nice big inhale. And on the exhale, dropping right hand to the ground and bending left elbow to meet inside a left knee and twisting towards the back of the mat. Half Lord of the Fishes. I do like this one. It's a nice gentle twist to get us going. Inhale in, rising through the spine. Exhale, stretching a little further now. Always using our spine as a straight, not crunching. So really rise that crown to the ceiling. One more round of breath here. Inhale. Exhale. How further can you go? Inhale, bringing back to the center. Let's switch it over. Bending left knee in to wrap around the back. Stepping right foot over right knee. Aiming towards the back of our mat. Inhale, hands to the sky. Exhale, dropping left hand behind. Bending right elbow to meet inside of right knee. Stretching through the spine, twisting to face the back of the mat. Inhale, rise through the spine. Exhale, twist a little further. One more round of breath here. How much further can you go? But gentle, gentle. Exhale, bringing it back to the middle. Let's shake those legs out. One more round in your own time. Use your own breath. 3 rounds. So bending our right knee in, stepping left leg over to meet. Nice little crisscross here. Inhale, hands to the sky. Exhale, twist. Inhale, elongate. Exhale, twist. On the last breath, challenge here. How far can you look over your right shoulder? Exhale, back to the center. Switching sides, bending through the left knee, stepping right foot over left knee. Inhale, hands to the sky. Exhale, twist. Using the elbow for a little bit of leverage here. Using the breath to elongate through the spine and find a further twist on the exhale. On the last round of breath, how far can you look over your left shoulder? Exhale, back to the center. Bringing the base of both feet together, we're going to do our bound angle pose. Baraka Nasana, one of my absolute favorite. So in our Baraka Nasana, base of the feet together, slightly part the feet. A lot of the time we plant them real close, but that actually makes the knees rise, and generally that's not how the hip bones actually sit in the joints. So allow the feet to slightly part, so just having that bottom blade of each foot together. Find your favorite position. I like to hold my toes gently in a little kind of saddle here. Maybe you want to hold around the ankles, the knees, but on the inhale, rising through the spine, nice long spine. Exhale, chin to shin as we gently bend through the elbows to get chin closer towards the ground. 3 rounds of breath here in your own time. Can you relax through the hip joints? Find a little more space. This one's a tight one for me today. This is not an angle that my body naturally does. This is a work in progress. Enjoy it, whatever your body brings to you. One more big round of breath here. Can you find any more space? On the next inhale, straightening through the spine, straightening the legs out, nice little shake out, beautiful work. Crossing at the knees, we're gonna roll over into a tabletop now. So nice hands directly below shoulders, either toes up, toes flat, whatever is gonna be your favorite. And let's just find a little free spinal movement here. I want us to all have a little bit of a play. So on the inhale, protracting through the shoulder blades. Exhale, dropping belly towards the ground. Reflex through the shoulder blades as we come through for a nice cat-cow. Inhale, curving through the spine. Exhale, retract the shoulder blades, opening the chest towards the ground. 3 more rounds with your own breath. Belly towards the ground. 1 more round here. Keep pushing the hands into the earth. Beautiful. Now for the next 5 breaths, I just want you to find any kind of play that your spine and hips might want. So I like to do a bit of a wriggle. Maybe you drop the buttocks towards one heel, then towards the other. Have a little bit of free play here. Really get that movement going. I like to think it's a bit of a disco cat, you know, they're finding their flow, finding their vibe. Everyone's body is going to hold tension in different places. And then in the count of 5, we're going to find stillness. 5 more breaths of free play. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pushing through the hands, raising hips to the sky, downward facing dog. Here, let's start engaging the back, the sides of the body, scooping the belly in, so think belly button towards spine as we push through the hands to drive those heels close towards the ground. Maybe you want a nice generous bend through the knees if you're finding it's a little bit tight still today. Inhale, exhale, stepping left foot down the mat between the hands, dropping the right knee to the ground, flattening through the top of the foot, finding low lunge. Here I want us to make sure the hips are nice and center. So scissor those thighs together as we stretch through the right hip flexor, but keeping the core and glutes engaged. Exhale, hands to the ground, pushing through the right foot, stepping left foot back, downward facing dog. 1 round of breath here. Maybe pedaling out the feet a little bit, finding a bit of movement. Exhale, stepping right foot down the mat between the hands, dropping left knee to the ground, flattening through the foot, rising hands to the sky, low lunge, opening through that left hip flexor. Yeah, this one's a tight one. Exhale, hands to the ground, pushing through the left foot, stepping right foot back, downward facing dog. Inhale, stepping left foot down the mat, dropping the right heel to the ground at a 45-degree angle, arms scissoring, left arm forward, right arm back, warrior 2. Now with our warrior 2, remember, core on, tuck, tail under. Here, bending generously through the left knee, stretching through the arms, finding some space between their shoulder blades. Round a breath here to find the warmth in the body rising. Exhale, reach towards the front of the mat. Keep reaching, 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 reaching. Dropping left arm down inside right knee, straightening the left knee, pardon me. Stretching right arm towards the sky, side angle. Pardon me, Trikanasana. Oh, it's a goodie. I love some Trikanasana. Here again, where is your left hip in space? Can you pull it back under the body? One more breath here, strong through the core. Exhale, bending into the left knee, putting the left forearm on left thigh, stretching right arm above the head, side angle pose. Nice and long reach. The cat is attacking the door. Classic. One round of breath here. Exhale, coming back to the center. Pivoting both feet so they're on the long edge of your mat. Hands on hips. Inhale as we fold from the hips forward into a wide side fold. I like to shimmy the feet further down the mat to really find a bit of space, but we only want to go as far as that we can come back from it at any one time. Have a nice test here and see if you can bounce the fingers off the ground and keep the feet in your pose. If you've gone too far and you're like, oh no, I can't get back up, wiggle those feet back in down the mat and find a nice forward fold here. If you can, resting the forearms on the ground, or you might like to bring your block and you can rest your head on a block. Here we're going to stay and really open up through these hips. So I want you to relax into this one, use your breath and open through those hips.
Thank you.
Can you find any more space here with every breath? Maybe finding which hip feels a little bit tighter.
This just hits me on the inner thigh.
Yeah, it's a good one for the adductors on the inside of the thighs. So anyone that's a runner, anyone that does jumping, cali, anything like that at all, ninjas, you're going to know that this one is an absolute doozy. One more round of breath here. On the exhale, pushing through the fingertips, coming back to center, hands on hips, rising the chest up, shimmy the feet a little closer down the mat. As we pivot on the left foot to face the mat, opening back into our warrior two to really wrap that left hip under. Nice round of breath here. Now, pushing right hand down, right thigh. We're going to reverse our warrior. Stretch left hand forward as we then reach towards the sky and reach up and over the rib cage for reverse the warrior. 2 rounds of breath here in your own time. Big side stretch here. This one's a beautiful one. On the next exhale, windmilling the hands to the ground, stepping left foot back, splaying out the knees for a nice child's pose. Bringing the big toes together. Keep the knees nice and wide. I like to think having them at mat width always really gives me a nice amount of space through the hips. Beautiful work. One more round of breath here. Dropping the belly closer towards the mat. On the next inhale, pushing through the hands, tucking the toes, hips towards the sky, downward facing dog. Inhale, raise right leg to the sky. Bending through the knee, bringing knee to chest as we step the right foot between the hands, planting the left foot down, warrior two. Right arm forward, left arm back. Embrace the wobble. Core on, tucking that hip under as we bend into the right knee. Nice and generous here. Exhale, reaching the right arm forward, dropping the right arm inside right knee. Raising left arm to the sky, straightening the right knee, Trikanasana. Now, I don't want us crunching over that front leg. Come up 2 inches higher, using the core to really lengthen through the side without crunching through the rib cage. Think, reach that hand towards the sky. If there was a balloon attached to your hand, it would be taking you higher and higher, but extending that side stretch. Exhale, bending through the right knee, placing right forearm on right knee. Hand, left arm, scooping over the head, side angle pose. Beautiful work. Nice and generous, bend through that right knee. Keep the glutes switched on. Exhale, back to the center. I'm going to flick around, but finding the side edge of our mat for our wide leg forward fold as we shimmy the feet down the mat, hands on hips, engaging at the core, folding, hinging at the hips into our wide foot forward fold. Can you go a little further this time? Remember, only going as far as you can come back up from, so do your test. Can you be buoyant? Can you bounce here? How far can you come back up? Maybe using the fingertips or using a block under the head to rest, or if you can, maybe resting the crown of the head on the ground. For anyone preparing to do their wide leg to handstand, this is a good preparation for you. It's not in my wheelhouse, but go nuts if it's you. 3 more rounds of breath here. Really let those adductors open. On the next inhale, pushing through the fingertips, shimmying those feet closer together, straightening, pointing the right foot towards the back of the mat, planting through the left as we reach into our warrior 2 towards the back of the mat. Now, our reversing the warrior, so planting the left hand down the left thigh, or if it's in your practice, binding behind the back, stretching right arm forward, high five me at the front of the mat, flipping the palm as we reach towards the sky, folding up and over the rib cage. No crunching in here, reaching towards the sky. Here we want to prioritize the reach and the extension versus the back bend. Where is your right hip in space now? Can you pull it back underneath instead of splaying that right hip out? Exhale, windmill hands to the ground, stepping the right foot back, child's pose. Beautiful work. I know it's a warm one. One more round of breath here. On the next inhale, pushing through the palms, tucking the toes, hips to the sky, downward facing dog. Really find extension through the side body here. Let's pedal out those legs and really see how far we can drop those heels towards the ground. I know those calves and Achilles are probably pretty tight today. Especially I went for a run yesterday, so I'm feeling it through the Achilles and the bottom of the calves. Really pushing through the palms to give you some leverage there. Beautiful work. Inhale, left leg to the sky, 3-legged dog. On the exhale, tucking left knee to chest, stepping left leg through, planting the right foot down, warrior 2. Left arm forward, right arm back. Bending generously through the left knee, flipping left palm, reverse the warrior. And now powering through the left knee, have a block at the ready. Take a second if you don't have your block at the front of your mat. As we reverse the warrior, bending generously through, power through the left leg as we straighten the left leg, meeting the left hand on the ground or on your block as we fold that right hip open into our half moon, reaching right arm towards the sky, extending the right leg strong behind the body, nice and straight. Flexing through the foot as if you're kicking the person behind you. How can you extend through that, open that hip and side body? Think rib cage towards the sky. Exhale, stepping right foot down the mat, pushing through the palms. Step the left foot back, downward facing dog. Good job, everyone. Half moon is one of my favorites, but it's a doozy. On the next inhale, raise right leg to the sky, three-legged dog. Exhale, bending knee to chest, stepping right leg through, planting left foot, warrior two. Stretching through the right hand. Exhale, hand down the left thigh, reaching up and over, reverse the warrior. Ready for our half moon, powering through the right leg, finding our block at the top of the mat as we step through to straighten the right leg, extending the left leg towards the back of the room, unrolling the chest and pulling that hand towards the sky. Reach that left hand towards the sky to open the rib cage. To help with the balance, keep the gaze, the drishti, towards the ground. But if it's in your practice and you're feeling pretty solid here, maybe take the gaze towards the ceiling. Keep pushing through the heel of the left foot. Core on. Exhale, dropping left foot down the mat, pushing through the palms, stepping right foot back, downward facing dog. We're going to start cooling it down a little bit now. Good extension, everyone. You're doing awesome. Pedaling out the feet, pushing through the palms, dropping those heels towards the ground. And I like to really extend through the shoulder blades here. Get a bit of stretch through the upper back. And on the next exhale, dropping knees to the ground, tucking booty underneath, and let's find a lovely seated position on the mat as we shake out the legs. Good job, everyone. That was a burner. Now bending right knee in to the side of the left thigh, pushing through the palms, squaring off the hips, head to knee pose as we rise through the spine, hands to the sky, breathing in, exhale as go chin to shin as we reach for the left foot, maybe the calf, maybe the thigh, wherever you reach in your practice is absolutely perfect. Thinking chin to shin on the next inhale, rising up through the chest. Exhale, extending over that left leg. I like to pull the toes back for an added stretch if it's available to you. Keep thinking chin to shin, straightening through the spine, not bending in, crouching and hunching. Nice long spine here. One more round of breath. How far can you get that chest towards the knee without curving at the spine? Relaxing under the knee. See if you can relax any more tension out of there to get more stretch. Exhale, coming back to the center. Opening right knee out to go further towards the back of the mat. Nice flex through that left toe. Left hand on right knee, right hand on mat. Elongate through the spine, raise right arm to the ceiling on the inhale. Exhale as we gently bend over the left leg to fold on our revolved head to knee pose. Now, to give us a little more leverage, left arm down inside a left leg is my favorite. I like to hook it slightly under the calf as we revolve the chest towards the ceiling. Think ribs to the sky. Keeping that nice big extension through the side. No crunching and hunching. Be really nice to our ribs and spine here. Keep stretching towards the ceiling. Revolve ribs towards the sky. One more round of breath. Exhale back to center. Switching those legs over. Extending through the right leg. Bending left foot in to meet the inside of the right thigh. pushing through the hands, squaring off the hips, nice flex through the right foot. As we inhale, hands to the sky, exhale, chin to shin as we extend over the right leg, maybe pulling the right toes back, or maybe we're gripping on the calf. And really nice little variation in our forward fold. You can reach the left hand around the outside of the right foot, and that also opens the left side body, which I absolutely adore. However, whatever is available to you is absolutely perfect. Keep thinking chin to shin. 3 more rounds of breath here. Can you relax any tension behind the knee? Keep spine nice and straight. Beautiful work. 1 more round of breath here. Exhale back to center. I'm going to flick around so that we have a nicer view here. However, opening left knee out further down the mat. So bringing that more than a 90 degree towards the back of your mat. Right leg nice and extended, flex through the foot. Right hand over left knee facing the back of the mat, pushing through the left hand, elongate the spine. Inhale, raise left hand to the ceiling. Exhale, gently extending and folding over that right leg. Sliding right arm down inside right leg, maybe hooking under calf as we revolve the ribs to the ceiling, really opening that rib cage. Very big, nice side bend here. It's a goodie. Couple more rounds of breath here. Keep thinking, extending and reaching as we revolve the ribs towards the ceiling. Exhale back to center. I'm going to flick around here, shake out those legs. Little more spice before we finish up. Crossing through the legs, finding our tabletop, pushing through the feet, find your downward facing dog. Inhale, step left foot down the mat, straightening through the left leg. Now I want you to, this is a really nice variation, so shimmy that left leg over to the right edge of the mat. So your feet are pretty much aligned here. Go onto the left blade of the left foot. So go onto the blade of your front foot as we bow over the left leg. Think chin to shin, dropping weight through the right heel. Really nice stretch for the outside of the ankle, side of the knee, but make sure you're supporting through the hands. Don't just drop into it. Be nice to your ankle joint. Exhale, bending through the left knee, finding pigeon, shimmying right foot down the mat, pushing through the hands, and gently like a wave, chest towards the ground, resting on the hands, elbows, a block, or maybe head to the ground. 3 rounds of breath here. One more round of breath. Opening through that outer left hip. On the exhale, pushing through the hands, untucking that right foot, stepping left foot back, downward facing dog. Quick transition here. Inhale, bringing right knee to the chest, stepping it through. Beautiful work. Straightening through both legs, shimmying right foot to the left hand side of the mat. Feet are in line down that left hand side of the mat there. Go onto the blade of the right foot. So we're opening to the side there, really rolling that ankle out. Chin to shin, stretching over the right leg. Modified pyramid. Think chin to shin here. Use the breath, push through the hands. Don't just dump into that ankle. Support here. Exhale, bending through the right knee. Shimmying feet down the mat. Waving into our pigeon. And this is where I'm going to leave you today. Enjoy the stretch. Beautiful work. Anything here feels like it's a little sticky, maybe give it a repeat. Extend the pigeon, anything you feel. But thank you so much for practicing with us today. I'm Kate. Enjoy the rest of your practice.